What's new at Charlie's? What's new at Charlie's? Still on Main. What's new at Charlie's?
All right, welcome back to another edition of What's New at Charlie's. Man, am I excited for this one, dude. We got Bradshaw Bourbon. Let me tell you, that's Terry Bradshaw for us Steeler fans. Read about this a while ago, saw it out. Actually, Don and I were in Kentucky. I managed to pick up a bottle, but it's just now available in the state of Michigan, so now I can officially talk about it. Actually, the bottle I bought in Kentucky I've yet to open because it's sitting on my Steeler shelf at home. So this will be the first time I actually try a bottle of it. Once again, Bradshaw Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whiskey. And as always, I'm here with my good friend, Mr. Don Williams, the Bourbon Fool, an executive bourbon steward. And what do you think about this stuff, huh, Don?
Well, to tell you the truth, Charlie, you were on a mission in Kentucky to find one, and we found one for sure. The interesting thing is, you haven't opened that one yet.
No.
But I found out because, quite frankly, every time I see a name on a bourbon, such as a celebrity name, I'm always a little suspect. Did they just go buy some juice, put their name on it? But I have been doing some research, and recently this was in a blind taste test, and it outscored Eagle Rare, and it outscored Old Forester Statesman, which I think is going to tell us that it's got some legs. It's a bourbon worth talking about.
Yeah, that's awesome. I don't really know the background of it. That's his job. I just knew it had Terry Bradshaw on it, so I've been excited about it since I first saw it. Kind of like the Belfour we did,
Right?
Well, Eddie was in here. Great guy, really into the passionate about his bourbon. Very meticulous about making bourbon. I don't know how far Terry's into this, but I do know, like you're telling me, he just didn't put his name on it. So one of the things I got to point out here that I really like on it, it's got all the Super Bowls Terry won, and I remember every one of these. Like sorry for you Lions fans, but being a Steeler fan, I remember all these Super Bowl wins. So 1974, 75, 78, and 79. Yeah. And we have a few more after that, so once again, sorry for you Lions guys.
Let me think about that. The Lions had, that's right.
Yeah, that's right.
They don't have any.
Exactly. So it's a beautiful bottle. It's got the Roman numeral Super Bowls on the front. It's got all of them listed on the side. This is 103.8 proof, so it's not candy. Well, what else did you find out about it, Don?
Well, as soon as I saw that Bradshaw Bourbon was made in Owensboro, Kentucky, I looked it up because the only distillery I knew operational in Owensboro was the O.Z. Tyler, which, if you're familiar with the Kentucky Bourbon Trail, they were a recent addition to the Kentucky Bourbon Trail, and they were the farthest west on the Bourbon Trail map, the official Bourbon Trail map. Recently, they changed their name to Green River. And I really can't tell you the transition, why that happened. They were using O.Z. Tyler in 2016. You could see their bottles in the marketplace, which means they either released young bourbon or they did a little sourcing in the beginning. But now they're known as Green River, and Owensboro has a Charlie Still on Main connection. And what is that, Charlie?
So here at Charlie Still on Main, we have the Owensboro Pork Shank Burgoo. Burgoo started in Owensboro, Kentucky, so it's one of the most popular dishes here at Charlie's. So if you haven't tried it, come in and give it a try, and maybe have one of these whiskeys with it. That would be great.
And Kentucky history goes full circle all the way back to Charlie Still on Main.
Yes, absolutely. So, man, I want to open this thing. I'm going to open it. Yeah.
I think you should.
Yeah. Four-time Super Bowl right on the top. Look at that. I didn't even see that before. There you go, my friend. I'll trade you.
Is there any Bradshaw memorabilia you don't have, is what I want to know.
I have a jersey somewhere at home, and I couldn't find it in the rush of getting over here today. But, yeah, I have a lot of Steeler stuff. But it's a cool bottle.
Born in Owensboro, Kentucky, DSP Kentucky 10.
Yeah.
Which means that was the original distilled license in Kentucky. So literally that area, that distillery goes back years and years. It was known as the Medley Distillery for a while, also doing business as Davies County Distilling Company. And if you're familiar with Lux Row, they have a Davies County bourbon.
Yeah, right.
So it's all kind of full circle.
So DSP 10, that would have been the 10th distillery to open in Kentucky. That goes way back.
The 10th legal distillery that
Well,
got
yeah,
licensed.
there was plenty of them before
got
that. So,
licensed.
yeah. All right. Oh yeah. Oh wow.
So immediately there is a lot of sweetness.
A little bit of heat from that 10. You can tell it's 104, 103.8. Yeah.
Well,
But the flavor is fantastic.
it gives you what I'm going to call an Owensboro, Kentucky hug.
It
for
gives
sure.
you a hug for sure, man.
Now, that is a pleasant surprise.
That is fantastic, dude. Yeah, that's a real. This is going to be great for Steeler games. Yeah. So have you ever? Do you know much about Terry? Have you ever? He's a very animated person.
Oh yeah, yeah. I actually went to a convention one year and he was the keynote speaker.
Nice.
And he had the convention in stitches.
Oh.
Even though the convention had nothing to do with football, he was just the keynote speaker.
I'm going to tell you, his speech into the Hall of Fame was probably the greatest speech in history. It was the same deal. You laughed, you cried. It was amazing. But I was going to say he's a big hugger, so it's like a Bradshaw hug on this whiskey. Yeah, yeah.
So Mr. Bradshaw, we reviewed Mr. Belfour's bourbon, and he showed up here. So now the challenge is for you to show
We're
up.
throwing down the gauntlet, Terry.
I think Charlie would be like a teenage girl if you showed up here.
I would be. I totally would be. Yeah. I wouldn't even know what to say, but yeah. But hey, like I said, this is a really nice bourbon. No matter whose name's on it, this is a great bourbon.
Yeah.
Very impressed. So
Very well done.
yeah, excellent. You know, we have to give that. I have to give that a terrible towel, dude. That's that good. That's that good.
You know, the Lions have a terrible towel, but it means something totally
You
different.
wear it over your head
That's
as you
right.
leave the stadium. It's different than it is in Pittsburgh.
That's
So,
right.
Well, Yuns, I hope you enjoy this. We did. Anything else?
No, but you should definitely, this is one star-studded bourbon, star-named bourbon that's worth a try.
Yeah, it's the Hall of Fame bourbon right here.
Tell me what's new in
Cheers, my friend.
Charlie's.
Thank you.